car commercial. I've had the pleasure of performing with this guy again. You guys are in for a real treat. Please give it up for Josh Edwards!
All right. How we doing? Okay, I love it. All right, so I assume by now it's been a couple months since this has come out, so we have all heard the song Montero, Call Me By Your Name by Lil Nas X, and we've seen a music video, or we at least know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's very important. For those of you who don't know, this is a recent song where Lil Nas X in the music video is wearing very little clothing. He is pole dancing. He's giving the devil a lap dance. And there was a lot of controversy around this because people were saying that he was promoting homosexuality and then over-sexualizing and demonizing Christianity. Now, I don't think that's necessarily true. If anything, I think it's kind of the opposite. My problems with it were, I don't think that Lil Nas X is as sexually advanced as he's portraying himself to be, okay? And now, before I get into that, I just want to, get to know y'all a little bit better. I have some friendly faces, but for those of you who don't know me, again, my name is Josh Edwards. If you can't tell, I am gay. So, yeah, if you don't laugh at my jokes, that is a hate crime. Joking Pride Month over, this is, it's war. I am a bottom. See, I hate when people laugh at that because I feel like when I tell people that, it's like I feel like I just got notched down a level of humanity. You just went from being a bitch to being someone else's bitch. And I just want to clarify, okay, I'm the one on stage. I may be a bottom in bed, but I'm a top in life, all right? My dream house consists of just mirror walls so that I'm surrounded by winners 24/7. Clap for that, thank you. And then I'm also a hoe. Yeah, anyways, remember those. Those are my credentials. They're very important. It means I'm allowed to talk about this, okay? Now, let me present you with my research. All right, so, as I said before, I don't think Lil Nas X is as big of a hoe as he's portraying himself to be. There are several points to prove this. For the sake of time and your mental capacity, I've narrowed it down to one main point, the chorus, okay? In the chorus, he says, call me when you want, call me when you need, call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Let's dissect that a little bit, all right? So, he says, call me when you want, call me when you need. That's very passive language, right? Very submissive. He's giving that power to somebody else. And that does make sense psychologically because he is such a powerful, influential person that he would want to take that weight off his shoulders even for a little bit of time. However, that is not a mindset that you just have. Take my word on this one, okay? You have to learn how to do this. That means he is a bottom who knows what he wants. And that is all fine and dandy until we get to the very next line in the chorus, where he says, call me in the morning, I'll be on the way. Now, if he were as sexually experienced and advanced as he's claiming to be, he would know that morning time is not meant for socialization, okay? In general, there's a long list of criteria that must be completed before it is even socially acceptable for you to leave your house, right? Thank you, ma'am. You have to brush your teeth. You gotta wash your face. You gotta do your hair. You gotta get dressed. And now we're adding sex on top of it. Now there's a whole other subsection, okay? Now you have to go to the bathroom. Even if you think you don't have to, you make yourself go. Otherwise, in the next hour or so, your stomach's gonna sound like a washing machine when you overfill it a little too much. You got a shower? Because you got too high last night and an entire family-sized bag of Cheetos and went to bed, so now you stink. You gotta shave, that's a big one. You gotta shave, because in general, you're going to meet someone, you don't want to look like you just stepped out of a Cabela's magazine, fly fishing in the fucking middle of the Missouri, right? You want to look presentable, so you shave. You get the basics at least, the face, the legs, whatever that is for you. However, we're having sex now, so now you gotta be ready for anything. You cannot just stop with the basics. No, you gotta get everywhere. All right, I'm talking the chest hair, your happy trail. your fupa. If you really want to impress them, you'll trim up your tush push. Now, I'm a firm believer that is a necessity, because that is equivalent of tidying up the house when you know you're having company over later. It is just a common courtesy. Right? And, sir, I feel like I'm losing you right now. Like, I just... Sir, can I just ask you, I'm whispering, they can't hear us, it's fine. Do you shave your butthole? No. Okay, sir, I just... My friend, I just want to tell you that you're missing out, okay? Because you don't believe me, but I'm about to tell you why. There is a level of satisfaction that comes with shaving your butthole, and it is God tier, okay? It is up there with getting a piece of beef from dinner the night before unstuck from between your teeth. You know what I'm talking about? It's up there with when you're cleaning your ear and the Q-tip, it's just the right spot, and for a split second, you just... I still don't think you're with me, sir. I'm gonna make it a little easier for you, okay? You know when you go to the bank, and you go through the drive-thru and you pull up, and then there's those tubes there where you put the bottle in and it shoots up? You know what I'm talking about? Is everyone else with me?
Yeah.
The bottle, we all see this right now. We can feel the warm glow of the Bank of America sign in our face, right? We all with me, this motion right here?
No.
Okay, so imagine this motion, but in reverse. That is quite literally what you experience if you shave your butthole, sir. I am just letting you know. So when next time you are grooming, because I assume that you do, you seem very put together. So next time you're grooming yourself, I want you to think about this moment right now and be like, dang, that weird kid on stage told me I should shave my butthole. And then I want you to do it. And you don't have to thank me now. Just know that I'm with you, okay? We're in this together, all right? To get back on track. All that to say, morning time does not equal hoe time, okay? Point blank, period, end of story, that's it, all right? I actually have this problem a lot where I have dudes trying to hit me up at like the butt crack of dawn I'm gonna put a pin in this right now because I feel like y'all laughed at that because that was a weird thing to say. I'm having conversation right now. Apparently I say things very weird. How do y'all say Tootsie Roll? Okay, I need the rest of y'all to answer because they already hate me for this one. Y'all couldn't have just lied for like, you know, I'm only gonna be here for like 10 more minutes, it's fine. Anyways, so I have this problem with dudes. They always try to hit me up really early, having me to come over for some fun, you know? And I always tell them no, because at least for me, sex is like eating breakfast, right? I don't really like being filled up before 9 a.m. So I only came out like pretty recently. It was like 2019, so not too long ago. But since then, thank you. Since then, I have this newfound respect for women. Okay, like, God, I love y'all so much for putting up with men for this long. Like y'all don't have a choice, but like y'all just do it. Y'all don't even complain anymore. Cause like men are trash, okay? I learned that very fast. They're narcissistic, they're unhygienic, they're never as good a men as they claim to be. And they're just all around assholes, all right? And I'm not saying I'm excluded from this, okay? I'm definitely part of that demographic. And then, if I'm being honest, if anything, I'm a bottom. I'm probably more of an asshole than they are. So. It's fine. I'm the one on stage. But what I'm trying to get at is, I think that women are definitely better than men, honestly. Just look at their like gender identifying words. Female, woman, vagina, right? Have you ever wondered why those words are about twice as long as their masculine counterparts. It's because men only have about half as much to offer. Like science proves that. Y'all laugh. Science backs this up. Yes, men tend to have more muscle mass, but women literally create life inside their bodies, right? They fester a human being in there. Women are just walking crockpots on a low setting. Have y'all ever thought about that? Like, that pot roast takes 9 months. And then some women don't even wait a full year before having another one. That's an instant pot. Like, I don't even want to know what happens when they get with the air fryer. Like, that's too much, you know? I mean, just take me as an example. A gay man compared to a woman. What do I have to bring to humanity? Like, for the sake of humanity and continuation of the human race and stuff, what do I have to offer that a woman cannot do? Huh? I cannot carry nor birth a baby. I have no intent on helping create one. Society says I'm not supposed to nurse the baby, even though men technically are able to lactate. However, that's a whole separate thing, and I'm really not trying to milk this bit for more than it's worth. Like, when you get down to it, that idea that women could just run the world by themselves is becoming a lot more reasonable to me, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I do feel like I just had Pride Month. We got to celebrate that. We had Juneteenth. We got to celebrate that. I feel like women, as the most oppressed group throughout history, y'all deserve your own Pride Month, honestly. And then logistically, it's not even hard to implement. I already thought it out. We'll just put it at the beginning of every woman's favorite season, fall. Yep. Okay, and then it works out because all the important holidays are like towards the end. And so this will be like just a little warm up to holiday season. And then the best part, we're gonna name it September. For the rest of you who didn't laugh at that, either you hated the pun or you're misogynistic, and I'm offended either way, so cool. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Okay, yeah. So I have this pet peeve where, sorry, I'll make it fast and then I'll leave you. I have this pet peeve where you'll know when people sing, but they don't know the words, but they still keep singing. And so like it kind of just rambling, like humming noise. They kind of sound like Shakira, just, you know? So it's like a much more niche variation of that, where it bothers me to my core when people only sing the first half of the rap to Fergalicious. And see, I feel like everyone knows someone who does this though. It may not be that song, but there is always a song where someone does this. They only do like half of it. And we all know that feeling though. We're all just vibing, music's going, and then the rap's about to start, and they just come out from the shadows. They just like appear, and just all the time I turn around, but it's got a brown up, it's looking at me up and down, looking at me, And then they look over to the non-existent camera like they're waiting for Ryan Seacrest to walk out and give them a golden ticket to Hollywood. Like, I don't understand it. How hard is it? How lazy do you have to be to just not finish it? Or to just, like, not acknowledge its existence, you know? It's not that hard. I'm convinced that these are the people who don't untie their shoes before taking them off because they can't be bothered to just bend over. These are the same people who get the 3-in-1 body wash, hair, or conditioner and shampoo. These are the people who get that 2-in-1 peanut butter and jelly in the same jar. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, technically, there's nothing inherently wrong about that, but it just bothers me. Like, I can't tell you why. It gets me. And the issue is, it is such a niche issue to have. How do I go about addressing that without sounding like an asshole? Like, what if our friend right here, after shaving his butthole, he does his little rap to celebrate, you know? And then I get offended. I'm like, I applaud you for what you did, but like, you know, just, like, hey, listen, so, I ain't trying to round up drama, little mama. I don't want to take a man. Now, I know I'm coming off just a little bit conceited, but I keep on repeating her boys when I eat it, but I'm trying to tell that I can't be treated like clientele because they say she's delicious. See, it wasn't even impressive. Like, how hard is that to just do, you know? I'm sorry, fine. I'll end it on that. Oh, what do you call a fat computer? A dough. Shit. All right, thank you so much, guys. I'm Josh Edwards.
Keep it going for Josh Edwards! I am so excited to bring this next comic to the stage, y'all. She's been telling jokes in both Texas and New Mexico lately. She will be performing